everybody, Mark with Midnight Snag Movies, back again today for our new video. It's been a while, once again, but I'm finally on summer break, which means it is a Tuesday afternoon at the movie theater for me. I'm getting ready to go in and check out the new film called Obsession. This film has been making the waves across social media. As of recent, it's doing very well at the box office. And it's just a really cool story to see. This is a movie with a very low budget of, I think, under $1 million. And it's raking in the money right now. It's a new filmmaker, Curry Barker, I believe is his name. He's only 26 years old. So it's really cool to see a young, up-and-coming director see this kind of success. And it is an original horror movie that is doing so well. I know there's another film that's out right now called Backrooms from A24. It's also an original horror movie by a young director that's also doing very well. So it's a cool story to see people talking about, and everybody's been hyping up this movie. The basic premise is that it follows a man who makes a wish, and the wish is for his crush to be obsessed with him, and it takes some dark turns. So I'm very intrigued by the premise. I've loved seeing all of the conversation around this one, and I can't wait to check it out. It's a small, like I said, independent movie, but it has been picked up by Focus Features and Blumhouse. So, of course, Blumhouse is a pretty big giant in the horror realm. So it does have some big companies behind it, but it seems like just a really cool, scrappy underdog story. And I can't wait to see if I am as big of a fan of the movie as so many of the people out there are. So without further ado, I'm going to head into the theater. I'll be back in a couple hours for me and a few seconds for you guys to give you my thoughts on Obsession.
A few moments later.
All right, fresh out of the theater, thoughts on Obsession. That was really, really good. That definitely the best movie I've seen so far this year, although I definitely haven't seen many new releases yet. Wow. So where to begin? First of all, I don't think this movie is really doing anything that's completely out of left field. It's not reinventing the wheel. There's no kind of crazy lore or anything behind it. There's no big twist, really. This movie is just an example of a very simple premise that is executed nearly flawlessly. The performances here by the two main actors, I apologize, I don't know their names. They are definitely not super well-known actors and actresses yet. Hopefully this could be kind of a springboard for their careers. But the main woman who plays Nikki, as well as the main guy that plays Bear, both phenomenal performances. The side characters, the performances were fine. There just wasn't a whole lot for those particular actors to really chew on. The one actor that I do actually know in this movie is Andy Richter. He makes an appearance. His character really wasn't much, but nonetheless, cool to see him in this movie. But the lead performance, especially by the main girl in the film, is so good. One of the best horror performances that I've seen recently. It's right up there with Toni Collette in Hereditary. That's kind of my gold standard for horror performances, and she definitely met that. Wow. The premise is very simple, right? This guy gets they call it a one-wish willow. It's kind of like a monkey's paw type thing. And he gets one wish, and his wish is for his crush to be in love with him, and it takes very dark and disturbing turns, as you would expect. Executed very, very well. Lots of good thrills, a few jump scares, but they're actually really good jump scares. They didn't feel cheap at all. The kind of psychological nature behind the horror I thought was very good. That's the type of horror that I like. It did kind of explore the idea of what relationships really are, kind of if you truly actually love somebody, or if you're just attracted to them physically. I thought was a very good idea that was explored pretty in depth. The actual filmmaking here I thought was very good. I'm very impressed with this young director. It feels weird seeing a movie directed by somebody that's younger than me, because I don't really think of myself, and I'm not that old, I'm 30, but I don't really think of myself as 30. So seeing a director who's younger than me out there getting so much success is awesome, but also kind of weird to think about. Yeah, I thought the direction was great. There were so many shots where you could just, the lighting was perfect. Like you could see something in the background, but you couldn't quite see it entirely. There's a shot where the two main characters are talking with each other and the girl is out on the porch. And I thought the lighting was just flawless in that, because you couldn't really see her face, but you could see her eyes just kind of piercing through. And I thought this movie was so good. It's not, something that I am blown away with the premise itself or some sort of weird twist. I'm really blown away with the execution of this. This is a damn good horror movie, and it's definitely one that if you haven't checked out yet, you should get yourself to a theater and check this one out. I'm giving Obsession a 4.5 out of 5. This is why I love going to the movies, and it was such a phenomenal 2 hours for me. So highly recommend Obsession. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. I will wrap up this video here. Have an awesome day, guys. Check in with you later. Bye.